genius of football. Take it away, Adam.
We are.
Hold on, he said Matt. Oh, sorry. He did say genius, and he didn't then say your name.
Take it away, Adam. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he knows. He's like, well,
Now my flow's ruined.
You're welcome.
you don't know how to start after that.
Just start off your expert analysis, and we're good to go.
All right, so I'll start off with my team. Or were they one of the picks? I don't remember. So it's been a long couple of days, Christmas vacation. So Falcons, when I want them to win, are absolutely negative, get knocked out of the playoffs. When I want them to lose, because I want a new coaching staff, now they've completely redeemed themselves. They're, they would be on a playoff push if they lost one less game. And maybe next year I'll just start out hoping they lose.
You know what it is? That new quarterback they have in there that's been playing recently.
Yeah, one good game all season.
One good game?
Yeah, one good game. It was the last one.
Was it?
What about the one before that?
Yeah.
We looked at it.
That would be 2, right?
Maybe neutral game.
Yeah, it was
Good enough to win.
Fumble, pick.
okay.
Good enough to win.
Yeah, good enough to win.
Yeah, that's what you want out of your quarterback. You don't
try.
want a quarterback that's going to win you games. You want to be like, well, he's good enough. If everyone else doesn't suck, we'll win.
Also, I think you kind of missed something before, which is that when he had a good enough to win, he was without Drake London. You're missing the starters, which is what happened to him earlier in the season. He goes in, they pull the starters out, has a rough game. You're like, oh, he still sucks. But
Look at his first game back.
I don't want to spend time talking
Who,
about
London?
No,
Oh,
Kirk.
the first game back was the one where he didn't have Drake London.
yeah, he didn't.
He had Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, but you're acting like Penix had Drake London. Drake London missed like 7 games this season.
He didn't miss 7 games.
Maybe not, but he missed games with Penix.
All I'm saying is,
Penix never had a game like Kirk's first game back. I'm not talking about when he came in at, fourth quarter. I'm talking about his first full game back. He was trash.
I feel like this is going to go nowhere.
Well,
So
did,
anyhow.
did they get 2 in a row?
It was
Thank you, Doug.
tied 16-16 at half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Cardinals, guys. What are we talking about?
I mean, I thought the Cardinals would not show up like they didn't. I
Yeah.
can't believe they scored 16 points in the first half,
Yeah.
especially against their Falcons, what I would call a nice defense.
And we can't at all put any credit on the quarterback in this game.
No credit.
No, I don't think so. Look at Bijan's stats.
So, I mean, he did throw for 197 yards and 2 touchdowns.
And an interception and fumble.
That's okay. So it happens.
Hold on, take me back to the part where if they start winning a couple more games and they don't fire everybody you want to get fired.
Yeah.
Tyler, is it Tyler Algier?
This year,
Had 3 more rushing yards than Bijan.
On the same amount of carries. And then look at the receiving stats.
So he was 4.9 versus 4.8.
Yep.
I'll take Algier any day.
Okay. Who
Most
was the
teams
top
would.
receiver?
Kyle Pitts, 7
No,
catches.
Hold
Hold on, he's tied for 7 receptions with Bijan. So they both had 7 catches.
Yep.
They both had 8 touchdowns.
Yep.
Hold on,
He
something.
had 35 more yards.
He had 100 yards, 13.
No, he had 92. He didn't have 100.
Wait a minute, something
be-
happened that I
Anytime he
thought
got the ball, it's first down.
something happened that I totally thought was not going to happen. Is that when we start the podcast, I never throw it to Adam if it's going to be a bitch fest about Atlanta. And they just won 2 games in a row,
Yeah.
so I threw it to him on purpose, and we're bitching about Atlanta.
Yeah, they're terrible. This is the Cardinals, guys.
hold on, wait. Am I missing something? So
I throw it to Doug once in a
you're
while.
wearing a Falcons jersey.
Yeah. Well,
You're a Browns fan now.
I'm talking about
Ravens.
the second favorite team.
Ravens.
Yeah, he switches.
Yep.
He switches.
Ravens.
You can't say Browns yet,
Jaguars.
Bears, maybe.
but lately.
Jaguars, Bears.
Bears.
Yeah.
You're not a Bears fan tonight.
It helps them
Yeah.
smile.
Doug.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Go, Caleb, go.
He'll be a Browns fan later.
If you guys, we're gonna go to commercial break and come back. We'll probably only have 3 of us sitting here.
Well, what about me? See, if I
When do I root against the Falcons?
When the Niners play them?
Okay.
Your actual
And
team.
wait a minute,
And when last year when they played Washington.
do you want me to pick the 49ers?
Just so you guys know, I always root for your teams,
Right.
as long as you're not playing the Niners.
Do you want me to
They're
pick the
playing
49ers?
I wouldn't say you always root for our teams.
Not
I'd say you
always.
root, but when you make your
Yeah.
picks, you're like, reality
Well,
is.
because
You've hurt our feelings a couple
There's a
times.
jersey.
Johnny's
Yeah.
hurt my feelings
Yes.
several
Hey,
times.
listen,
Yeah, even I
And it
did.
hurts more for him
yeah, but it's
because he's a
nice.
fan.
But it's nice to make picks against your Broncos because they usually win then.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
I
that's
think he's
true.
picked against them like 4
But
times. They
listen,
won 3.
Every time I pick the 49ers, they lose. So do you want me to be a fan?
A
of the
fan. You
49ers?
don't have to pick them, Donnie. But
But
be a
that's what I'm
fan.
saying.
So, yeah.
God, can we not root for my favorite team?
That's what I was saying.
Hold on.
I want the 49ers.
As long
to
as
win.
next week, listen, yes, as long as next week you show up here in a Chicago Bears jersey, yes, you can do that.
Sounds like a deal.
Fair enough.
I think it's good.
Okay.
I think you might
That's my
switch.
favorite team. I don't.
Then why are you spending so much time talking about the
All right,
Falcons?
let's
No, I'm
move
just
on.
talking about
Let's
the
move on.
fans.
Let's move on to the next
like-
game.
It's like an
Well,
ex-girlfriend.
who else we want to talk about from last week?
She keeps coming back.
Is it Busey?
I got all this apparel.
Oh man.
So, last week's slate of games, is that what we're going to talk about now?
Well, I'm just saying we can, but I want to. Was the Rams Seahawks in one of those?
No, because it happened before.
That's right.
And I think we did talk about that a little bit last time.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
'Cause-
because we had time to talk about it. What a game,
Yeah.
right? What a game. Still stuck on that game. I thought it was one of the best games of the season.
Yeah.
And how about one I'd like to cover that you passed there? Bucks Panthers. If I would have told you guys, oh, the Panthers are going to take it to the Buccaneers, what would you guys have said 2 weeks ago?
I picked the Panthers in one of my picks, my parlay picks.
Actually, I
It's like-
think the trade-off has been that the Bucks seem like they've struggled in recent weeks, and the Panthers seem like they want it more.
Yeah.
So I thought the same thing, honestly. Earlier in the season, no.
Yeah.
And don't you think that? At least I've always thought this. And listen, I'm not. I don't hate him at all. But don't you think he plays according to his opponent?
Who are you talking, Baker?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's just what you get out of him. It's some weeks he's going to throw 5 touchdowns. Sometimes he's going to turn the ball over 3
No, but
times.
he'll be playing a team that they're like 8-point,
Favorites.
underdogs, right?
It's almost like you don't
And
prepare for it.
They beat them by like 6 points or something, right?
So it's what you get with Baker, unfortunately.
I know. Hard to figure out.
Bills Browns.
My favorite team, they did lose by, a field goal.
Against what some people think might be the AFC champ.
Some, not all.
Yeah,
What's the Browns' record?
3-12.
3-12.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
You went from a bad team to a worse team. That's how your
Yeah.
fandom goes.
We have our quarterback.
So,
I'd stick with the Bears.
so
Where were you?
there's the bandwagon, and then is it the Titanic? Like you're just jumping on a sinking ship?
We'll call it the Adam Wagon.
Yeah, the Adam wagon.
Yeah.
The chameleon.
Get out of the sinking
football.
ship onto the Titanic.
I can't have 3 losing teams, so I might as well take someone who's doing decent. Oh,
Yeah.
Caleb Williams. on the Bears.
He's versatile.
No, it's Ben Johnson.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
Ben
reason.
Johnson.
Yeah.
I always did like Caleb. I was showing you USC highlights back in the day.
So just like Adam's a Jags fan because of Travis Hunter, and a Browns fan because of Sanders.
And a Bears fan. Because of Ben Johnson.
Sanders was 20 of 29 for 157, 1 touchdown and 2 picks.
Yeah, rough game for him.
So not a great game. I mean, it wasn't terrible. Right?
He led them in rushing, too.
He did in rushing. He had 4 carries for 49 yards. Wow.
Did Garrett have any sacks?
Oh, wait, Jenkins went out hurt in this one, right?
Yes.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
Did
Should have
Miles,
just kept running Sanders. He was averaging a first down per run.
did Miles Garrett have any sacks last week?
I don't remember seeing it.
I don't
now
think
that
he
you say
did.
it.
And I think that he's hoping to have a sack today against Aaron Rodgers.
He did not have a sack last week. He didn't even have a tackle last week.
Crazy.
Really?
He's saving it for this week.
Yeah.
Division rival.
Doesn't he only have like 2.5 sacks
He needs 1 sack to break the record, I believe.
Wow.
to break it or tie it?
I believe it's break it. I think if he gets a
Wow.
half a sack, it's tied. I could be wrong.
And he didn't even have a tackle last week. He had 1 assist.
He'll go crazy.
Oh, he had a half a sack. He had half a sack. Who was that
Oh.
with? Right. So he had half a sack,
So maybe
no tackles, and 1 assist.
he is tied. I don't know.
Either way,
Either way, yeah. He's hoping to get it against Rodgers. It'll be special.
Yeah.
wouldn't it be?
Division rival.
You know, Rogers doesn't talk any smack.
Wait, it's Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah,
He
that's what I love about him.
Oh, dude, he's always. I love it. I love it.
Did
He's
see
like his own
his
players.
He's like,
You get what's
you
on
can
his
keep up with
mind.
a 44-year-old man.
Yeah,
As he
yeah.
ran out of bounds.
Yeah, he
He's
speaks
not
his mind.
44.
I love that.
Rivers is
I
44.
think that's-
42, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember what he said. Maybe it was 42.
I saw Rivers the other day when he threw that pick at the end against the 49ers. And when he saw it going in the house, he's just like, yep, 44. I'm just not doing it.
How about Fannin?
It was great up until that.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was
maybe
a fair outing,
maybe
yeah.
one of the gems of the draft.
It has to be one of the gems of the draft, right?
Yeah. Great athlete. They use him in their Wildcat sometimes, so it's great
He
athlete.
has 70 catches for 701 yards and 5 touchdowns in a rookie season for a tight end.
Well, so, we talked about it last week a little bit, and I'm not sure if we're going to talk about the slate of games and then our potential, rookie of the year.
Yeah.
But I think you look at the Sanders situation, he wasn't their starter. They brought him in, and he's shown some games where he's very capable, right? Tillman also showed signs, but his signs were early on. I think there was a point where you guys made a joke about who do you know that's on the Browns, and I'm like, well, I know quite a few: Jerry Jeudy, Judkins. Like the list included Tillman because I think he had some good games earlier in the season. But the one player that has had a hell of a season is that Cody. Is it Schlesinger?
Yeah.
I could be butchering his name. I don't know. I'll just have Donnie say it for me. But
He always knows.
Trosinger.
but I think he's leading the league for like rookies for
You
tackles
talking about Brown?
Yeah.
for the Browns.
No, he's talking about Schlesinger.
Oh, Schlesinger. Okay.
Oh, I was
I was
way.
looking for Tressing. I was like, I know who you're talking about.
But so I think he, in his position, he's like one of the tops in the league. So
Oh, wow.
that's why I'm saying like they have components there.
Yeah.
So
They got a good young core. They got to figure out quarterbacks. I think it's still a battle. I don't think it's Sanders' job by any means. I think they really like Gabriel.
well, yeah, they're probably gonna draft another one next year.
Makes sense. Have a three-way.
You really think I'm joking right now? Didn't they have 9 to start the season? So yeah, I guess you're taking another, first round quarterback.
Developmental guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Doesn't
Stay
make any
consistent.
sense.
Stay consistent.
Yeah.
Stay
Stay with what you know.
You got to follow the plan.
Stay with what works.
Trying to see what his stats are here.
Well, we can look at that a bit later because there's some other guys I think we want to talk about potential rookie of the year candidates.
The guys that
Might as
play
well
for
do
the
MVP
Falcons.
stuff like that.
Yeah, guys that play for the Falcons, Adam's former team.
No.
I'm talking about the guy in his new team, and he's just like
yeah, I'm
abandoning
just
ship.
going to tell you real quick. He has 147 tackles in the season.
Yep.
Right? 64 solos, 83 assists, 2.5 sacks, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, playing great.
So, anyhow, since you brought him up, I wanted to, because I wasn't following him.
Yeah, neither was I, but
So when you said that, I'm like, who was the kid?
I'm just impressed
Seems
by
like
the talent they got in the draft this year.
He reminds me of a young. Oh my God! I wish my brain worked properly. He was on the Seahawks for a long time, the middle linebacker. He's still in the
Bobby
league.
Wagner?
Yeah,
Bobby-
Wagner. He
yeah.
reminds me of young Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, well, obviously he's done pretty well.
Oh, speaking of that, didn't he break a record last week?
Yeah, for
Did he?
Yeah, I think it was most tackles, 2,000 tackles, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, still playing.
Could you
That's
imagine?
what's crazy to me. So he's still playing.
Like some of those are really impactful hits, and 2,000 tackles is just insane.
Yeah.
So what are we going to talk about?
Do you want to go into the games next?
Yeah, I think we should go.
I
on
was just trying to look up.
Denver Jaguars.
I was just trying to look up his Bobby Wagner thing real quick, but
Adam's other team, the Jags.
Yeah, my Jaguars.
you Jaguar?
Yeah.
After they beat the Broncos, he jumped on that bandwagon.
They did.
All right. So who?
True.
Well, sure. Is this one Jaguars Broncos?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, should I?
Yeah, you're the Jags fan. You're the Jags fan, bro.
Yep. Let's go.
Let you start.
If you remember, I said, and Donnie slightly agreed when we talked about it. I was like, this potentially is the upset of the week. It's for whatever reason, Duval is playing well under the new head coach. It's he seems to have turned them around, and I mean, it kind of speaks to what I think we mentioned a few weeks ago, how offensive coordinators seem to be the way to go now when you're looking for coaches. It's somebody who's not going to leave in development of other players because he is your head guy. You don't got to worry about replacing and seeing who's going to groom your next quarterback, that kind of stuff. Defensive coordinators seem to be struggling right now when they get head coaching jobs. So it's if you look at all the quick turnarounds, they're offensive guys.
Yeah. Look at the Niners defensive coordinator. Right?
He struggles.
Yeah,
He went to the Jets and didn't pan out. Now he's back. Right?
Same thing for the Broncos.
Yeah.
Vance
Yeah.
Joseph was a
Yeah.
coach at one point for the Broncos, came back as the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Fangio, same thing with the Broncos, defensive coordinator for the Super Bowl winning Eagles. You know what I mean? Like, so it does sometimes mean that, just because you're great at a position that you have the opportunity to take those roles, but sometimes it just doesn't pan out.
Well, I think it's that offense is more important than defense right now. I think that's what we're seeing. So it's if you can have a guy that just stays consistent with a plan, those it seems like these inventive young minds are coming in the league. It kind of started with Sean McVay, not so long ago. He gets a job at the Rams. Look at the tree of coaches he's put out. The LaFleurs, both very successful. It's
Does that tree have a
Andy
different
Reid's tree.
root?
What do you mean?
Didn't that get started somewhere else?
It did, but
You guys are like talking about him like he is someone that shouldn't be mentioned.
Who do you mean?
Shanahan.
I mean,
It started there.
I'm just talking about the young offensive cord, like the
It started-
25, 6-year-old.
No.
So before you had to be, 47 years old to get a head coaching job until.
and White. I mean, I'm serious,
Yeah.
guys.
It's
I'm
gotten-
not trying to say anything,
No, I don't.
but
think-
I mean,
It's gotten a lot better.
it has,
It's gotten a lot
and
better.
there are some excellent coaches out there.
Absolutely.
And I just don't understand what. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but what took so long?
No, I agree.
I mean, the general public and these guys controlling it is ridiculous,
Yeah.
And
it's
so
well, we've seen strong movement for, minority coaches in the last probably only 5 years.
I was gonna say 10 years.
Yeah, maybe it's 10, but
So I think, what is it?
It's just sad.
Dungy.
yeah, there was a point where he might have been the only minority coach in the league.
Yeah.
But back to your game, back to your Jaguars Broncos.
My Jaguars.
Yeah, your Jaguars, right? Lawrence had an excellent game, 23 of 36, 279, 3 touchdowns. He was sacked 5 times, and still,
Yeah,
Man,
he was under a lot of heat while throwing.
yeah.
Tell you that much.
NTN, I thought was disappointing, right?
Yeah.
When you're playing the Broncos, who is a top 5 defense in the league, right? I thought they'd be number 1.
Lawrence.
Houston is obviously
All right. Yeah.
dominated that.
Lawrence also ran one end.
He did. And if you combine this week with the week before's performance, I think he has like 9 touchdowns in 2 weeks.
Yeah, over the last 2 months, but probably month and a half, he's really looked good.
So, Parker Washington, who I left on my bench in
You
2 of my leagues.
Fool you. Didn't he have 2 touchdowns and like 100 and
6
some?
for 145
He
and a
popped
touchdown.
off.
Yeah, and then the Broncos are like, oh, we'll just won't tackle.
So sad.
Hufunga missed that one. He took it to the house.
I will say it was
Hufunga.
it was
Yeah.
odd to see the Broncos defense not have an answer. I don't know if they just had a bad game or what it was, but it seemed like they're missing tackles. They were leaving guys open.
Well,
It was an odd performance for them.
there were 2 things that happened that extended touchdown drives that frustrated me. Penalties. One was falling on the quarterback, the weight rule, and when he showed it, I'm like, really? Not like he drove him into the ground.
How about the sideline one with the coach?
Was that during that game?
I thought it was, maybe I'm thinking of another game. I thought that was that game.
So they had 2 questionable calls, and actually the commentary was like, yeah,
Wasn't that game?
I don't really see that, but you can't challenge a penalty. And it was frustrating for us because it extended the drive. One was on a 3rd down and long, and another one was, for them to convert. And they got both of them and score touchdowns. So I think that they need to clean. Like, so for the Broncos, looking at it from an actual fan of a team that played that day, I think that the
Sam.
the, the Broncos played the way they've been playing,
Yes.
but at the end just didn't have that fourth quarter pizzazz that they've had so far this year. And I think the pressure was there where you could sense it with Bo Nix. And I'm not sure if you saw it, but when he was trying to hand the ball off with that read option and pulled it out and it fumbled it right there, I knew the game was over then. Because you could see there was this sense of urgency that I haven't seen in Knicks all season. And I don't know if there was this feeling like the moment was bigger than them or what, but I'm glad it happened now because I'd rather it happen right before the playoffs as a reminder that you guys can be beat than it happened in the first round of the playoffs and they're out and I have to wait till next year to find out if they really have it. So I was disappointed. I was hoping they would go the rest of the season with some wins, but you do have to kind of be grateful that they played a playoff team, although they lost. This is like their only chance where you can say that you played a playoff team and you get a second chance. So for me, it's a punch in the mouth to kind of make them awake for what they're about to go into. Because, I mean, the reality is you're going to be playing the top players, the teams in the league, as opposed to teams that might have an off week. Like everyone plays their best football in the playoffs, or at least they hope to.
And what I do want to say is, it's Bo Nix's second year, and
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. Like, he's playing like a guy who's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, and he didn't
That's-
have a terrible game.
No, he didn't.
I mean, 28 to 47 for 352, a touchdown interception.
And it seems as though Peyton is more comfortable with him pressing the ball downfield lately. So it seems like
He wasn't early in the year.
maybe 3 weeks ago there was like a switch where now he's pressing it downfield a little bit. He's trusting him more. I'm not sure what's going on, but
My surprise was this. Your two running backs, Harvey and McLaughlin, only had 12 carries.
it's
It's a
hard to
surprise to
win.
me.
It's hard
But-
to win that way.
I
Even if you throw all of their rushes together, it's not enough to win a game.
that's what I'm
Every single player on the team.
well, that's what I'm trying to say. I think you need
A balanced attack.
a little bit more running. It's just my opinion. I mean, listen, if both guys are averaging over 7 yards a carry, again, it goes back to me. Why are you giving the guy the rock? Just my opinion
no, I
about
agree.
the game,
Well,
right?
I think the other thing is, Dobbins is out. I didn't think that Harvey was gonna come back and like fill that void. I didn't think anyone on that
Hey,
team
well,
could.
I know. I'm not saying he's gonna fill.
He's had moments, you know what I mean? Like
He's a rookie.
he had that one rush where it was like for 38 yards.
He is a rookie.
Right, but
Yeah,
that's not his
14
style.
carries.
You know what I mean? Like he's not like the workhorse.
If he gets 14 carries, he's over 100 yards.
Let's just say he gets 15 carries and has 90 yards. It's a different ballgame.
Right, but you don't want to overwork that guy who's gonna get hit in the trenches.
No,
He is small, dude. Like
Yeah, it's only 15 carries that we're
yeah, it's
talking
not
about.
not
It's only
25 or
only
30.
another 7 touches.
I get what you're saying.
I just, I'm not. I'm just saying. I look at this, right, as a third party, going, why do they run the ball more?
You also have to remember. So
It's
how
Jacksonville.
how many yards did he have?
50.
38 was from one play,
Okay,
right?
so
they
he gets another 8 carries and maybe run for
no,
maybe
no,
less
you're
than-
talking about the best rushing defense.
the Jags.
They allowed opponents 79 yards a game prior to that total. So I think they were trying to use the game plan of what the defense would give you. Like I'm not gonna continue to rush the ball against one of the best defensive rushing defense teams. You know what I mean? Like you're just not gonna do it. So to me, I think they were playing to what the defense gives you, which is typically what you do. And I think that, to your point, I would like them to rush more. They had one effective run. He had what, 7 touches? 1 for 38 yards. That
seven.
means he had 2 yards of rush prior to that.
I'm pulling this up because I didn't think they were top 10.
You say that, but he broke one. You know what I mean? And you gotta, that's how you wear them down. You can't just allow them to pin their ears back.
Right, but you
Mhm.
can't think that you're gonna break one and then I'm gonna break 4 more.
I think you need to be at 25 carries. I think you need to be.
Yeah, but when a team that you're playing against is scoring on every possession, do you just want to keep giving it up?
We haven't been at 25 carries all year.
No, I mean as a team, you got to be 25 or more, and they weren't. They're maybe 20 total.
Yeah, I stand corrected. I really didn't think Jacksonville was doing that well in defense.
What are they at?
They're number one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're talking about the best rushing defense in the league, and so they're not gonna like just keep trying to pound the ball. You can, but when the other team just keeps scoring, what's the point? Like you may as well just say, all right, if this doesn't work, we lost. I think they just were trying to find a way to win. Like you want to give your team the best opportunity to win. I don't think going against their strong suit is the way to do it.
Well, and I'm not saying you're going to win on your rushing game. I'm saying you got to keep them honest.
I mean, you do have to keep them honest, but I think you guys are looking for like more touches, more things that to me weren't going to pan out. the way they
Obviously,
played
Knicks
out.
it didn't work with Knicks throwing the ball 42 times.
Right, I know.
So what I'm saying is, outside looking in, right? And I'm rooting for Knicks to throw the ball because I
Yeah.
have them in my fantasy leagues, right? I'm looking at this going, there needed to be another 8 or 10 plays where they were running plays.
But I think the other side of this is so there are those times where you're playing against the defense that you get that offset where there's the opportunity. I just think that putting your only primary rusher and then it's McLaughlin or Batty. They change his name every week.
But
That's what I've heard recently. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Before he told them to say it another way, and they're like, no, I want to say it this way instead. But the reason I'm saying it is, you want to make a push to the playoffs. You can't trade right now. If one of them get injured, then what happens? So to me, I would just rather see what you can get out of the game. If you can't
I
win
don't
it,
think you can look at it like that ever. If someone's going to get hurt, they're going to get hurt. It can happen on the first carry of the game. I don't think you can look at it like we're trying to keep our running back healthy.
Can't believe I'm going to say this. I agree with Adam. Only because, do you have home field locked up yet?
no.
No. And guess who has a shot at home field now?
Who?
Jaguars. They're not eliminated from home field advantage
They're
yet.
not eliminated,
Yeah.
but they also have a team that they're playing next week.
Okay, so if they win, what I'm saying is there's some things that,
You have the mathematicals.
yeah, there's ways that, so they're playing for something.
Yeah, so are the Broncos.
Are they?
Yeah.
What do you
This-
mean, are they?
Yeah.
Well, this was my question again. Listen, you know, I tear apart Shanahan all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think he's a great coach, and then he does idiotic things that just piss me off to no end. I'm just looking, as I said, as a third party, I'm going like, both guys have 7 yards per carry against who I did not know was the number one rush defense, but they have 7. I don't care if he broke one off for 38 or not. It's 7 yards a carry. Your Hall of Famers in the career have 4.8, 4.9,
Right.
All I'm saying is, if it's working,
But I've heard other people talk about the game after the fact, and like the rushing game wasn't working. If you take out that
If it's
38-yard
working,
rush,
don't fix
it's
it.
2 yards a carry. You run that play 4 times, you're basically turning the ball over.
It's not about how many yards you're getting. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's about how many yards you're getting. It's even if it's 1 yard a carry, you got to let them think they might hand it off.
Yes, but the other
You
side of
can't
that
allow
is
the pass
when
rush.
you're playing against a team who has a defense, and I feel like Donnie is like hoping to say something soon, but we just keep going.
I love listening to science when it just doesn't matter to me, I guess.
So the thing is, when
The
you
science doesn't
have,
matter.
when you have a defense that is the best at the thing in the league,
Yeah.
and a team just keeps saying, "Oh, we're going to keep rushing at you," they're probably thinking, "All right, this is plays right into what our strength is, and this makes us feel good because we're going to get the ball back, we're going to score, and we're going to keep going back to pounding them when they're trying to run the ball." Like as a defense, it just supports your ego.
You want to keep them there, though. You want
to make them feel like, "Hey, we're dominating this game."
You want to keep them saying we're gonna stop the rush, because once you allow a defense to say we're just gonna pass rush every single time, now they're far more dangerous to your passing game, far more. When they think that you can still run it, they have to play you more balanced. So a read option play, and I know he fumbled it, but a read option keeps that play keeps the defense more honest than any other play, because that edge rusher now cannot just go for your quarterback. He can't. And that's what I'm saying. So you need that. You need that in order to stop a defense from just pinning their ears back and coming and getting your
I
quarterback.
understand, which is typical when you're talking about any team on a given day. But when you're talking about the best rushing team in the league, how long do you keep going that well
More than 12
You have
times.
to. You have to.
More than 12 times.
How many rushes did Bo Nix have?
That's different. That's quarterback scrambling. You're telling me they had 4 plays and they set up for him to rush it against the number 1?
No.
They might against it.
So
they,
what
they
I'm-
had, they actually
what-
did in a couple of
what
cases.
I'm
They might have had
saying, I know.
read option.
Right. But what I'm saying is 12 times they gave the rock off to 7 to Harvey and 5 to McLaughlin.
Right, but
And then
the thing you're going to
quarterbacks
see, and I'm
and
telling you
wide
right now, the thing you're going to
Maybe
see,
it was probably one of those reverse deals.
the thing you're going to see from the Broncos is a combination of McLaughlin, Harvey, and Nix running out of the backfield.
I agree.
If they make it far enough into the playoffs, Dobbins will be a factor. But until they have him, I don't think you can rely on Harvey and McLaughlin to be your predominant backs. So
I'm just giving them the ball more than 7 times. I promise you. If I'm the coach, I'm doing that. But anyhow, we agree to disagree.
I agree.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to say though is at the very end of
I
the
don't
game,
disagree with that. I don't disagree to it. I think you feed them the ball more.
Again, it doesn't have to be 20.
But anyway, to get off of the running thing, because I really don't care.
Yeah, I know. We know you don't.
I don't.
I'm glad you got your 2 cents in.
And I think I see this game different. I think I see this game differently than others.
All right.
Okay, let's hear it.
Is that I think we played a great first half. That it was 2 different games. Is that we played the first half better than I think we normally do in games, and it was very, very tight. And then we came out, and we're used to a shutdown defense where you just can't run against them at all. And our secondary does, have some problems now and again trying to, keep those passes down. And we know how our corners are. They could be great corners, but they could commit, some penalties, and they still give up some plays once in a while. So our secondary down the middle, we do give up some yards. So I was expecting that. However, the defense that typically just shuts things down in the offense that kind of comes alive and plays a lot better in the second half, we didn't see it. And I don't think you're going to see that consistently in every single game, So this is the one game that against an amazing team coming in, very, very hungry. I thought that this was probably going to be one of our hardest games going out. And I kind of see things differently because as a Bronco fan, in one part of me, like if they lose, I'm sick. But at the same time, I'm like, hey, we're 13, at this point, 12-2, right? And if anybody were to say in the beginning of the season, hey, the Broncos are going to be 12-2, they got 2 or 3 more games, and if they win out, they're going to be AFC champions, and they're going to have, all the home games. So like, yeah, I see a loss coming. I don't know who to. I would prefer it to be to somebody like Jacksonville. And I think there's a lot to learn from that. I think there's a lot to grow from that. Yeah, there were turnovers in the second half when the offense should have been getting going. Do you try to pound the ball 20 to 25 times against a number 1 defense? I don't think so. I don't think so. But do you try to creatively, constructively find ways to get it to your running backs through screens and maybe pitching the ball out so that way they have a little bit more vision, they can make a cut?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we could have utilized that more, but at the same time, we didn't. For whatever reason, we didn't. And I think they actually were mentioning, the commentators were mentioning that Bo maybe didn't have, it looked like he was kind of couldn't get out of his own way in the second half. And I didn't see that. I didn't feel that. I just felt like they were trying to push the ball down the field, and they weren't consistently putting together drives because of getting in third down trouble. And I think maybe not utilizing the run could have been part of it. But hey, we played a great first half, and the defense, because of penalties, some problems, like, there were a couple of screens that, we gave up some big plays, really big plays that we shouldn't have, missed tackles, that kind of thing. Uncanny of the defense that we're used to in the fourth quarter. But hey, we're going to have a game like that, and it's going to happen. And I look at this loss like I'm hoping that it's good for us. And we're 13-3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And 13-3, and still having the chance that if you win, you get it all.
Yeah.
And if something happens in that game, we're still AFC champions. I mean, somebody pinch me.
Oh, I-
It's a great feeling and it's amazing. And yeah, I wish that game would have went differently, but I'm glad it happened against a team that, you know, is his name Travis Hunter? He had a great game. He tried to run. That is his name, right?
Which
Trevor
one?
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
So
So
anyway,
anyway,
had the other person's name
Yeah.
correct.
So that's good. I love being made fun of because of who I am.
Well, it's just adjacent to it.
Yeah.
Just before you said other people were like Harley. Who?
Did you see in the first half? He was trying to be himself. He was trying every third down. He was trying to run. He was trying to get those third downs. He was trying to get those drives going. And the Broncos shut it down in the first half. He could. I mean, the defense was really awesome, and they were scoring points. And I think it was tied, wasn't it? 17-17.
It was
going?
17-17, I think.
So
at the start of the
I was very proud, and I thought, wow, this is going to be whoever has the ball last, and the Broncos are going to do this to me again. I absolutely hate it. And it's great for football, but it's horrible for me. And I thought it was going to be business as usual. And, you know, they were the better team that half. I think we're going to see them down the stretch. I think Jacksonville's going to go deep. And I hope we see them in the playoffs, and it's going to be one of the best games, I think, of the year.
And how about the Jaguars going from the third pick, I believe it was, in the draft, to now potential
4-13
first
last
one
year.
seeds,
I'm pretty sure our numbers.
Yeah.
4-13.
potential
last
one seeds. It's crazy.
And ever since that third pick went out, they've won.
And
Yeah.
Liam
Thank goodness.
Cohen,
I mean, it's just
who
weird.
I thought was going to be
Saved.
bad.
By the
I
pick.
thought Liam Cohen was not going to be super successful. He's kind of, if you remember, they brought him in kind of late in the process. Like they potentially wanted some other guys, and then they, you know,
Who's the Broncos play the last game of the season?
The Chargers.
Yeah. At home.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we get them at
So-
home.
I have to go back and look, but Jaguars went out. They'd be 13-4.
Yep.
Broncos will be, if they lose, they're 13-4.
We don't talk about that out loud.
I know. The wild card here is the Patriots. They're 12-3 right now. I'm just saying, there's a lot of possibilities for this weekend. Will decide.
man, that's
A lot.
crazy.
Well,
hey,
I mean,
can we
it'll be
flip
next
that?
week that it really decides it.
Hey, look, can we flip that? Because it seems to me like if the 49ers win out,
Yeah.
then you could potentially
So
be. But what if, you know,
No, I'm just saying. I know my team holds.
yeah,
well, right, but
control of your own destiny.
Johnny's
right?
trying to get at is
Yeah.
that both our teams control our fate. If we win out and do what we need to do, it doesn't matter what anyone else does. We
Doesn't
take them
matter.
out of the equation.
But what if?
And if the Falcons went out, we get to keep our coaching.
See,
staff.
just like you, there is no what if. It's just your team's going to do what it needs to do, and there we are. Are you thinking about how the 49ers aren't going to make it?
I'm thinking about how the injuries that we had this year.
And then you overcame all that.
Yeah.
Great coach.
Good, great coaching.
Great coach.
So I just want to go back to.
You gotta blame somebody, right? Blame the good coaching.
I do.
allowed to hit.
So
Oh, sorry to flip it on you, but it's there's a lot of truth to that.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What grow it?
What? Look at these guys cuddling over here.
So
I love
I
it.
do want to say something, and I brought it up, and I wasn't trying to be mean. I was pointing out the fact that once Travis Hunter went out, the Jaguars actually started winning games, and I'm not sure if there's any correlation. If they weren't sure what to do with him, if there was some type of priority that is now unfolded, now they're trying to do things differently, and it's working. But when they
I
got
think so. I think it's just business as usual. They just don't have a stud.
Well, it's weird though, because so for the Broncos, I saw something saying that there's a Pat Surtain problem, right? So when he went out, the Broncos still held up what they needed to do. Came back, the games have been a lot closer. So
There's a
been
lot
some-
that goes into
I
it.
know,
The
I
opponents-
understand that. I'm just putting it out there. One of the things I think has changed everything for the Jags is Jacoby Myers, and you have a receiver who's now catching the ball. Because I think prior to that, they were struggling with Brian Thomas. There were some other struggles elsewhere. But they're in a position now where, as you said, they can go deep. And there is potential that we'll see them again. And I'd rather be the team that wins in the playoffs than the one that wins during the regular season.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would argue that. even if he's just in on defense, Hunter makes him a better team.
Oh, I agree. I'm not saying anything about Hunter. I'm just saying it's weird because like, I saw early on that they're starting to win things, and I just wondered, was there a change in their game plan that enabled them to take advantage of the situation because he's not on the field?
There was. I think there's also Travis. What's wrong with me?
Trevor
Donnie.
Lawrence.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. Donnie got me on the wrong name. I think Trevor showed a lot of finally in his
I get
career
blamed for
development.
I did it on
We don't
purpose.
get one for everything.
No, I want to add this too, and I don't know if it's the fan in me that is thinking this or the analyst, probably the fan, but because I'm not an analyst, but
Analyst.
I was thinking that. I'm like,
yo, just there's a pink elephant in the room. It's the Broncos offense does not have, to me, a sense of urgency all game. Like, I'd love to see this sense of urgency to just like score points and be hungry. It almost seems like the way we call plays and the way we coach that offense is that, oh, it's okay, because defense is just going to hold us in there. The defense is going to come through. We got a third, fourth quarter defense, and they're not going to score. And I really feel, as maybe a fan, that happens,
No,
and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I would like to see the most aggressive offense instead of just going through the motions. It seems sometimes.
so you want to see
I'm throwing that out there.
the offense the Broncos had when Peyton Manning was the quarterback in the early years.
Yeah.
50 touchdowns.
Yeah, just kill it.
Understand them.
Yeah, out in the cigarette.
understand.
Like,
All right, Doug, what are you looking at? You're going to say something.
No, oh, just listen to what you're saying.
So
You are 13-3. What you want
I
to
didn't
be
even know
15
teams
and
could
1?
win.
So here's the
You
thing.
want to be 15-1?
So
yes. Yeah.
for me, seeing what happened last year with the refs, I mean, the Chiefs, seeing how they had a similar trajectory towards the Super Bowl, knowing that they just won the close games, to me, that's proof that, that's all it takes. No one's going to go back and say, oh, well, what about this game? Like, no one does that. I remember years ago, it might have been last year, 2 years ago, when they played the Eagles, and there were some penalties. No one reflects on that. I'm saying it now, but the point is, the end of the season record is all that matters. It's what gets you into the playoffs, and then what you do from there is really dependent on how you'll succeed. Because everyone else is kind of forgotten once you get to the Super Bowl.
And let me tell you, I love the noise around the Broncos.
Yeah.
The noise is amazing.
I
Like,
think
no matter how good, because of the way we have won,
Yeah.
every single week, that we're probably going to be the underdog. And the weird thing is we weren't that week.
That was the thing, yeah.
So that was, but I love being the underdog. I love it when everybody keeps saying you can't keep winning this way. I love it when you are thinking right now that you can't go deep into the playoffs being that kind of team. I absolutely love being that team. And, and this week, coming up when they have a home game against the Chargers, I think everybody's going to think this is the end all be all, and depending on how they do against the Chargers, that's going to have everything to do. I just love listening to the noise because we just keep winning every week, and it feels so good. We didn't win that game, and there were reasons why. There were mistakes made. I don't think you can win a game when you're turning the ball over, deep in the third, fourth quarter. So we made the mistakes. Hopefully we learn from them, and it's going to be fun to watch.
All right, Doug. So, who picked what last week in that game? Because unfortunately, several of us got it wrong. I think one person might have gotten it right.
Which one are we talking about?
Bandwagon.
The Jaguars and the Broncos.
Yeah, so 3 of us took the Broncos.
And one Jaguars fan.
Yeah, that guy,
He's trying to come back.
he's trying. But he did
And
say
he
30,
picked that one.
31-28. So Adam did get that one right.
Good job.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You got to give him credit where credit is due, because I don't know we're going to give him much more credit. He's a loose cannon.
I didn't even know teams could win double-digit games.
Yeah.
Until I saw the Broncos record just now.
Wait a second. So what you're saying is that you didn't think teams could win
I haven't
double
seen
digit?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in about 5-10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, let me elaborate.
So you don't
on that.
watch football any year? You just
no,
focus.
just let me elaborate. He's talking about the NFC South because only one
Yeah.
team there is 8-7 with over 500. He's talking about the NFC South,
Oh, okay. I was gonna
not
say,
the NFL.
every year.
Yo, they won 2 in a row, and he had a parade on his street.
Look at it, right? Like, who wants to win this one? I don't know. We're 7-8. I don't want to win. I want a better draft pick. So anyhow, sorry. I thought that was funny. Yeah, other games we had. The Chargers and the Cowboys. I mean, I truly thought the Cowboys would go in here and win this one.
So did I.
I was hoping they would, but I couldn't pick that way.
Obviously, we know that because you took San Diego along with Thuzzlenuts over here.
Yeah, I mean,
you did. Nailed it.
what
24-21.
do they call that? Expert analysis.
Expert
Yeah.
analysis.
When it comes from him,
When it comes from him.
I do not want to ever call myself.
We'll get to that when you see his record.
So Matt and I both got that one wrong. Al, I don't know. Like,
They didn't get to Herbert at all. No sacks.
Couldn't get to him.
yeah, well,
Imagine if they had a premier pass rusher in the NFL.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Is
Green
that
Bay
defense.
wishes they had one too right now.
Oh, God.
I think the Dallas offense could be just absolutely amazing, but that defense
are.
is scary.
Yeah.
The offense is putting up a ton of points
I know.
and yards.
You know when you have a plumbing problem in your house and the water just keeps running? That's the
A leak?
Dallas defense. Yeah, it's leaky. And that's what I thought would happen in that game, as I thought they would score a bunch of points. But
No, they didn't.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just thought that they would actually get to Herbert, which, what I thought would happen last night happened last night.
I'm just curious. Hey,
Yeah. 34 points.
Prescott threw for 244 yards and 2 touchdowns. They had no running attack.
They probably need a running back there, honestly.
They do.
I think they were hoping for Jenny so bad, and just didn't fall that way.
Yeah. I mean, Quentin Johnson, 4 catches for 104 yards and a touchdown. What a day. But anyhow,
Oh, I thought we were talking about Dallas.
Well, Dallas likes Javonte Williams.
did I hit the wrong game?
He had
I might have.
a truck and a half.
Yeah, that's what I like him. Like this year, he's had a decent year.
yeah,
Whatever. It took me into the wrong week. I don't know why I did that.
Anyway, so
Then we had the Falcons at the Cardinals. Donnie thought, you know what? These guys picked the Falcons.
no. Here's what I thought. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Here's what I thought. The game before and all the games before that, but it's specifically the game before. I'm standing in front of my TV screaming at this Falcons team for you, out of love. And they just kept trying to give the ball back to them.
and the receivers weren't catching the ball when it was a gift.
They wouldn't catch the ball, and when they did, they were trying to give it to the other team. I just remember them fumbling, like the ball was like, no.
He got that fumble.
We all have that. Yeah, he did. I know, but they keep trying to give the ball back. It's almost like we all know somebody who needs help, and you just do everything you possibly can to help them, but nothing ever works. And Atlanta felt like that even in that game, like they were trying to give it away. So, are they going to get 2 in a row? I don't think
I
so.
would argue this to Donnie's point. Kirk Cousins, future
Hall of Fame.
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor, Kirk Cousins, threw for 373 yards in that game, 3 touchdowns, right? He would have had over 400 yards if David Sills had actually caught the ball that went right into his hands.
Yeah.
And it would have been a different outlook, I guess, from one Falcons fan or middle Falcons fan, whatever you want to call yourself. But yeah, I could see your point. But I think when we were doing the podcast last week, I said, well, is London starting? Is London playing? And he was. And I thought, all right, well, that's going to be the factor because the rest of them just, they're playing middle of the field football. They're doing well. Pitts has a reason to do well. His contract year is coming up. And I just thought there's going to be too much. You know, they have what they have. The Cardinals have struggled all season. That was the reason I ended up going with the Falcons. But I could see why you're on that wavelength, because that's kind of where I was.
Here's another way of looking at it. When I pick them, they lose. And when I go against them, they win. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
before.
Yeah.
And I was just going to base it off of, okay, yeah, maybe they should win. But the thing is they find ways of blowing it. Like they will be in the lead like the Jets. They didn't beat the Jets. I picked them to beat the Jets. You were there.
Yeah, it was-
I'm not telling you anything that it's just incredibly hard to pick them to win.
Marvin Harrison Jr. only had one catch for 14 yards. Was he hurt?
No, he was shut down. Truth?
Is it the truth? I know that your smart ass comments like it's my squad. Well, what
Yeah.
squad is that this week?
Yeah.
Right?
I'll look it up because
It's going to be the
You know what I mean? One catch for 14 yards. It's not like
Bears.
Defense is good.
Yes,
I
so your
I've said that all
your
around.
defense has shown signs of improvement, considerable
Yeah.
improvement from the year prior. There have also been considerable issues to specific teams that have given you your losses.
And here's what it is.
See that.
It's your offense like setting up your defense on your own side. That's what it is. They're a great defense, but
you
you
don't
know,
give up a lot of yards when you got to defend your defense. You know, your defense goes on the field on their own 30.
yeah.
So it's
Hey, you know, when that field position starts on your side, there's only so much a defense can do.
12.
14th, according to something else, but yeah,
I just went from yards.
for
Yards.
for that one stat
No,
where it
no,
matters,
Mm.
for passing.
Passing, I'll tell you in a second. You are 7th.
There you go. The one where it counts. All right, we're good with there.
well, we were talking about passing. Were we talking about?
Yeah, we were talking
Man,
about
they really shut down Marvin Harrison's rushing game because he didn't. I don't think he had a yard. We were talking about passing.
I know. I'm just saying, when you said the 10th ranked defense or top 10 defense, like, to me, I think total defense. I don't think of one specific stat. Anyway,
Anyhow,
It wasn't a blowout. It was close. You know, it was a relatively close game, 26-19. Guy almost throws for 400 yards.
Lost.
did anyone have
Yeah.
it close, Doug?
let's see. Did anyone have it close?
I'm just curious.
No, we're all making blowouts. The only person that had it
Yeah.
close was Donnie, 24-18 or something like that.
Yeah, but I had it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He reversed it.
But
He
hey,
flipped
yeah,
it and
you know,
reversed it.
Call me crazy.
Fair for nipping in yet.
And then, how did I screw this one up? Ravens, Patriots. I haven't rhymed through yours, Donnie.
No, I picked the Pates.
Yeah, so you're 2-5.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Yeah, I took the Patriots. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And they won.
yeah.
Oh, snap.
Look at that. Anyhow, so Ravians.
Ravians.
Ravriot.
So did you have another long night, Doug?
No, I slept great.
He actually slept.
Ravens at Pats. Matt and Adam took the Ravens in close ones. Well, at least Matt made it close. Adam said 10 points. Donnie and I took the Patriots. What was the final of that game?
Thought it was going to
It
be
was like
very
24-0,
close.
wasn't it? Am I thinking of a different game? I'm thinking about the Bengals.
Oh, the meatloaf. Ravens, Patriots. I'm trying to find it here. I'm sorry.
That's my alarm to wake up.
Where is it at?
28-24.
28,
Hmm.
24.
28-24, Doug.
I know, but like, why can't? There it is. Like, why couldn't I find it? Is my point. So 28-24. Yeah. What? You said 35-27. I said 36-13. I thought Patriots would manhandle them. They didn't. They beat them though. Yeah. I don't think there's anything particular with anyone.
No, not really, because
Drake May, 31 of 44, 380 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick.
He
Yeah.
said, "Do you think I'm out of the MVP race now?"
And we said no.
Doug says no.
I think no. But
I think he's definitely going to be talked about it.
The only thing that really happened that was huge in that game was Lamar Jackson, took a hit in the lower back. But
Yeah.
Huntley came in.
No loss to me. That was one of your favorite teams. I'm sorry, I can't keep track.
Yeah, it was. Ravens are his AFC.
There's like 38
Wait,
teams,
sorry, no.
and he has
He's
39
his
favorites.
first AFC team. I'm just not sure if it's the Browns or the Jaguars that are the second or the third. But anyway,
How many teams in the NFL? 32?
32. He's getting there. He's
Yeah.
working his way up.
No, he has 33 favorites.
No, he'll get to the point where he has 30 favorites. The last two that it won't be his favorites are the 49ers and the Broncos.
Eagles.
Oh, so we'll get to 29 then. Anyway. So, yeah.
Sorry, my mistress.
So anyhow,
One thing I'll say is that one thing that it seems like you've seen a change from earlier in the season is Derrick Henry having a good game then. He had 2 touchdowns that week, 128 yards rushing.
that's good. That's
Because I think there's...
It's different.
Yeah,
a good week.
good week.
That's a real good week.
Just like last night. But
Yeah. One of those things I just can't understand why you just don't feed him the ball more. And I feel like when he has a fumble early, it affects how many times he gets the ball.
yeah.
It's tough doing that parlay. I noticed that twice this year where
Went over that game.
he fumbles early and then he just doesn't
Johnny's
get
like,
the ball.
he's already.
He ain't going to get it. I only had him picked for 50 yards too,
I guess the only one we didn't really talk about is the Balls Deep game of the week.
How you doing?
Packers Bears.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
During
Was that the one that I didn't pick in time?
Why did I?
Or
That was the one that we picked the night before.
Yeah.
I didn't
yeah.
make that in time, so I took the W
So
on that. Thank you.
That brings us
for
to
letting me win that.
a new season leader. Matt is now 58 and 47. Donnie and I are 47 and 48.
57 and 48.
What did I say? 47, 57, 48. Solid.
Poker happens.
Yeah.
Poker.
Well, that would put Adam ahead of us. And that,
Yeah, I know.
that's
That's why you can't do that.
That's not happening.
You're not really tired.
And
Expert analysis. What was his?
Would have had 54, but we'll let it go. Let it go.
Hey, you might win them all this.
On what basis?
I would have picked the Bears,
Oh, so you would have.
Yeah.
so I should have 54. But we'll let it slide. You guys need a victory, so we'll give it to you.
Thank you.
well, there's still 2 weeks left.
Hence the reason when the games were for picking some from last night, I'm like, make sure you pick. And I'm like, here's my score, because it's not going to impact me.
So you are 6 games behind Donnie and I,
It should only be 3.
but you're 6. Okay, so officially you're 6. Do you think you have a shot at breaching 3rd place?
First, I'm still in.
That's never going to happen.
Well, here's why. Because we manipulate the fuck out of them. We serve up. We serve up these volleys, and he falls for it almost
$5
every time.
says you can't make 3rd.
Make him more. Make him more.
$5.
You screw me out of another 3 points. I can't bet with you.
I'm not screwing you out of.
So I still don't understand how you feel like you were screwed when it was clearly there.
You get the last pick. You get to choose.
And on top of that,
No,
Every week.
like you still could have sent the response. Like I think I don't even know when you sent it, but like, oh, I'll just take whatever the popular pick is, and it's like, no, it's I picked one team, Doug picked the
Well, that's what
other.
we do for everyone else who doesn't make picks.
I know,
But that
but
was the thing. There was the 2 of us,
Yeah.
and you saw
he
that.
didn't pick either.
I would have taken the Bears. We all know that I would have. There's nobody who would argue that.
Oh
I wouldn't
right,
have taken
that's
them.
your second NFC team. So yeah, you got
Okay,
20% of the league is your favorite team.
listen, it's close. It's close no matter what.
And my question is, do we proceed with picks? I forget how we did it last year. Was it to the regular season where you only have 1 week left after today,
Yeah.
or is it the playoffs?
No, we ended it at
Regular season.
Mhm.
That's what I thought. There's
Yeah.
no way in hell, Adam. I'm sorry.
yeah.
In 1 week.
I mean,
And
well, 2
based
weeks.
off your picks
technically.
last night
2
too.
weeks.
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, I didn't get the pick either.
You need to
I
win
didn't-
almost everything, and you lost one
Yeah.
because Harbaugh wins in this time of year.
Win 2.
So you better pick with your brain.
Yeah.
Your expert analysis.
We're already 2-0 for this week.
Yeah, we're already 2-0.
It's 1 point.
Yes, but he
No, I'm
gets
just
every
saying.
point he can get.
Listen,
Who lost last year?
Who lost last year?
Yeah, who was? Who?
Let's just-
Oh, is that where?
No, it wasn't
we,
me.
We don't have our guy out.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought it was like the presentation at the end of the regular season.
yeah. Hey,
But
you
he can
could
still be in,
You don't get the
in
Grammy
background.
like before it
So,
even
he
actually
can
hit
be in the
Grammy.
I
background.
didn't
You
even
know?
mind being Wilson because it's not even like a punishment.
Well, actually,
he's over there. I'm over here.
closer to the person who's going to get him than he has ever been.
I know, but this would be great if he goes and let's say he gets 9 out of the 10 right, and Donnie falters and slips into the last
Imagine.
place. That would suck.
You know
Anyhow,
what's going to be even better when I get him a Cousins doll that he has to rock all next year,
possibly.
and he'll be so proud.
Dude, I was looking for a.
Or do they make dolls out of coaches? Because that's what we should do for these guys.
So wait, did I bring that up actually on the podcast? No, I said to you guys, and this is a little joke, so you weren't here. I made the comment that I was looking to get a Kyle Shanahan bobblehead,
Yeah.
but I couldn't find one. I found someone apparently made one,
Oh,
and it was selling for like $200. I'm like, yeah, that's not that funny of a joke.
yeah.
No.
I think it would be. Oh man, I'll go halves. Yeah. Yo, we have to find a way.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah. There we
I'm
go.
not going in. You guys are.
No, I know. Well,
No.
it's a present. for
Yeah,
me.
not happening.
Yo, it's like speaking of presents, that would be the ultimate present for you. I feel like I got the ultimate present this year because this is right after Christmas. So I opened it. There's this little box. It's like this big, and I opened it up, and it's a pair of underwear.
That big?
Yeah. Yeah. And they're neon red, and they have these frilly like black lingerie ends around the legs. And when you turn it around across the back, it says panty dropper. And I wasn't sure if it was like a compliment, like a good gift, or a bad gift. Like, is this like if I were to me and you were at the bar and we're having a couple of pineapple beers like Adam likes, is that what I'm dropping the panties off of, or is that just like a trophy of something good? Like I'm still
Who got it
confused
for
about
you?
it. I'm not gonna say, but it was a present that I was still thinking about. Anyway, that's your bobblehead. That's maybe a good thing, but not the panty dropper. I could use it as curtains.
All right. So this week's games.
How about them Phillies?
Merry Christmas.
All right. So
I'll show them next week. I'll probably be wearing them.
we have Texans at the Chargers. Chargers are -1, or yeah, they're 1.5 point favorites. Ravens at the Pack. Pack is 2.5 point favorites. Eagles at the Bills. Bills are 2.5 point favorites. Pittsburgh at the Browns. Pittsburgh's 4.5 point favorites.
Do you want to go over them first?
Yeah, then we'll go into the last one.
Yeah, I figured. So the first one was against a team that gave up no sacks against, I think, one of the leading defenses in the league.
Mm-mm.
And let's just say he got sacked at least 5 times.
A few times.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
to see it.
That was the outcome I think I expected when I made my pick, but someone in here thought Harbaugh wins this time of year. Yep. Shaking his head yes.
Ravens.
Yeah, one person did take the Chargers.
I mean the Chargers.
Adam, you want to talk about that?
Didn't go good next game.
Expert analysis.
We need a belt.
So-
Next.
I will say this gets interesting because Donnie had 24-21 Texas, or yeah, Houston Texans, sorry, and then I had 17-15. I got excited because I was like, it was like 14. Was it 14-10 or something?
First 5 minutes.
And I thought, man, I have a shot at like 17-15. And I didn't realize how close Matt was until we got here today. He took them 21-17. So he almost nailed one on the head.
I
Yeah.
didn't predict that the most accurate kicker this season
Would miss.
Oh.
would miss a field goal and an extra point.
Poor Dicker.
That's right.
Yo, Dicker the kicker.
No, just one.
Just one.
So I missed field goal extra point.
Yeah,
And
field goal
that's the
extra
game.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 points right there.
Well, then we go into overtime and we're not even close, and maybe someone else wins.
Well, they had the ball late. He took a bad sack. It changes the whole game. Potentially, they're not trying to push the ball downfield, trying to score. It changed the whole game, that 4 points.
They weren't long ones either.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long extra point or a field goal.
And it started off where it looked like it might have been a blowout because it was 14-0 with less than 5 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, I missed all that. I started watching the game late, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
the score that I picked for this game is completely out of
I
whack.
thought the same thing. And as you watch the game, Harbaugh figured out the game plan, adjusted, but it wasn't enough. And that defense was just
Scored
too
the
much.
points. Yeah,
And so, yeah,
defense is a beast.
Yeah. So 3 of us got that one right.
one person who needed that win didn't get it. And then you have the Pack
Yep. Ravens at Green Bay.
with 2 backup quarterbacks.
Yep. Which I'm still okay with. I really thought Green Bay would still. I think they needed it the most.
Well, I think I saw something, it was either this past week or the week before, they were saying about when Tyler Huntley has played for the Ravens that they've done better and that they've won some games. And so to me, him playing better, I thought that with Love out, Parsons out, it's just too much for them to overcome. I thought they could still pull it off, which is why I said it was going to be close, but ultimately, yeah.
Yeah.
Having Derrick Henry rush for 4 touchdowns,
Dude.
like it was. I swear to you, I watched the highlights this morning and I was surprised. There were a couple plays where his name wasn't mentioned.
Can you say Henry for Fantasy League MVP in the playoffs?
Whoever had him this week is
if
loving
you-
it.
Yeah, if you're in the semifinals or the finals of your championship, and you have him, then you should be walking to victory.
I know over 200 yards. How many touchdowns?
4 touchdowns.
Four
Four touchdowns.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in most leagues, that's going to be
Crazy.
it's going to be 24. You're going to be at 36 to 42 points, just depending on how they do their yardage.
Yeah, that was the game right there. I
That's crazy.
believe that Henry. They couldn't stop him. He was a freight train.
Yeah, absolutely. And what was crazy to me is, so I saw the one highlight. It showed that the Packers scored a touchdown. There was, with like a minute left in the clock. And then the Ravens get it down to like the 5 or the 7, and there's 14 seconds left, and they get in formation. I guess they called the timeout because they were saying that in the highlight, and that they called their play. And you'd think in that situation, well, are we going to get there? I don't even know if they had their timeouts left. But they ran the ball, and they tossed it back to Henry, and he just ran it in. And I'm like, okay, so they know it works, and just keep doing it.
Yeah.
What I will say, though, is I made a joke to you guys before we started the podcast that when I was watching Malik Willis, I was thinking, wow, this is the type of quarterback that Adam would love on the Falcons, because he threw for 275 yards last night. And
He looked fantastic.
his arm, his legs, like I think he ran for 2 touchdowns. Like it was, incredible to see someone like that step up when their quarterback goes out.
The kid's got no slide in him.
And if he would have stayed in the game, I thought it would have
What's
been more
up?
competitive. But when he went out, like what was unfortunate about it is like he threw some bombs, and then
Yeah,
he throws
real nice passes.
a shorter pass, and he grabbed his shoulder, and he went out for the game. And it's like, oh my God! And I mean, as a Packers fan, I would have been so frustrated. I would have been annoyed. And then the backup comes in, throws a Matt Ryan pick, bounce off someone's hand.
And I think it speaks to, we talked about this a couple weeks in a row now, giving up on quarterbacks too early.
Yeah.
He looks like he could be a guy in the league. I mean,
He could end up a Falcon one day.
he took injuries.
Yeah.
I think he could be a Falcon next year.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
Kirk Cousins, I believe, is gone. There's no way they keep him for that amount of money. So unless he agrees to a lower deal, they're going to be looking to a free agent, because Penix isn't coming back till August, and that's a good time frame. So
But he's a
either
starter no
that,
matter what.
Malik Willis.
Would be a good spot there.
oh,
right?
I'd be on the phone right now.
I put it out
Right
there
now.
Yeah.
after seeing what I saw last night.
Well, he was talked about probably 2 weeks ago by other analysts that potentially end up in Atlanta.
So Huntley ended up with 105 rating, but 16 of 20 for 107 yards.
You don't have to when you're
Well, when you're
giving it to
when
Henry.
when your running back goes for 6 yards a carry, not 7 or 7.1 or 7.4 like some other running backs this past week. He ran for 6 yards a carry.
Wait, so you mean last week?
Whatever. You know what I meant.
You're gonna get technical
I
and
know.
go to
I know.
the specifics.
Just saying. Anyhow, 216 yards, 4 touchdowns. His longest one was only 30 yards. So he just constantly kept running it. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, Malik Willis.
That's what I was saying. Harbaugh's win this time of year.
Yeah, 18 of 21 for 288 and a touchdown. The other kid throws 4 attempts, one completion and 1 interception. So he was 500.
And Shanahan.
Yeah. So Malik 9 carries for 60 yards
Yep.
and 2 touchdowns. Just trying to see if there's anything else that stood out. I don't see it, but
See ya.
just Henry.
Nailed it.
Henry was so. What we say the final was?
It was 41-24.
Yeah, so no one was even
The
close.
closest was Adam, I think.
But I'm the only one who
was-
took the Packers, folks, because I
He had to drop one.
Henry at
I
the
thought it
end.
mattered.
Too. Henry at the end. He just. It was a lot closer than that, but at the end, it was just Henry.
Henry. Anyhow,
Oh, Henry.
so
King.
Matt
My
gets to
favorite.
lead off.
Oh, wow.
You got the best record.
I've never had this honor before.
Should be an
Eagles.
award.
Right?
Eagles against the Bills
2.5 point favorite. Bills are 2.5 point favorites.
in Buffalo. Oh,
Yeah.
This is going to be rough.
Who needs it more?
Who needs it more?
Yes.
Oh, the Bills.
Who needs it more?
Yeah, the Eagles don't need anything. They
Where's the
just
record?
have the division.
Yeah,
you know?
It's just what's that?
It means
The
something.
Eagles
to the
have the
Bills.
division. It means nothing to the Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles have the division locked up.
And the Bills, they got a lot
I
to
don't think
win
they have
for.
a chance of improving their position.
So they're going to get one home game right now.
Correct.
And I feel with the Patriots' next 2 games, it's just going to be tough for the Bills to.
Eagles are 10-5. That would be 4th in the NFC West.
Yeah, isn't that sad? That's just insane.
Yeah.
Like,
They'd be destroying in the NFC South.
They wouldn't be. They wouldn't
Yeah.
be.
there's a double-digit score, Adam, or a double-digit team.
Yeah, I just found out you could do that.
So,
Yeah.
I
They get
think
2
that
seasons worth of
this-
playoffs.
this means more to the Bills than it does to the Eagles.
I think it
That's
does.
going to show up in the field. I mean, honestly, if I'm the Eagles, I'm at the point where, are we really playing for improving our position right now? And
No.
I don't think you are. I think the Bills are going to win this. And honestly, I think it's going to be, as Adam would say, by 2 touchdowns. I'm going to go Bills 28, Eagles 14.
I think the Bills do what they do every single year this time of year. They win, and they're going to win all the way up until the AFC Championship game.
And then lose to the Jags.
So he could say what he wants.
Burn.
I've never been burned by an Atlanta fan before, so
Yeah.
I'll put that notch in my belt.
Especially when you're only a partial Atlanta fan.
You've probably never been in the Super Bowl and where you're up to 28.
Well, I will say this: I don't have 5 favorite teams. I just have one.
Yeah, me too.
That should pretty much tell a story.
Team that game.
Yeah. So if I get beat,
Super Bowl. There.
if I get beat by one of his favorite teams,
forget.
it's not that bad.
No.
No, the Bills are going to win. I think they're going to take it to the Eagles too. I think they're just going to show the Eagles. The Eagles haven't been that great this year. It's going to be by
How much?
at least 2 touchdowns. So
At least 2.
yeah, it's going to be like a 35-21 kind of. Yeah, I think. Yeah, who's going to do it?
Yeah. Listen,
Josh Allen. He's gonna go crazy.
Josh Allen's going to win this one.
It's at home too, right?
They're going to be so far ahead that he's going to sit out the last 8 minutes of the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
right? Because there's going to be no need to play.
Hurts.
They're going to be winning this one 32-7.
Sorry.
I think they should rename that quarterback
Let's make it 10.
Truth. Let's call him Truth
32-10.
because the truth hurts.
Bills.
Eagles 24-21.
Huh?
Yeah. Yo, that was Eagles 24.
It was like a Scooby-Doo moment.
Yo, he swept it under the carpet and I didn't even see a broom. That's
That's only a 1 point. That's only a 1 point game, just so you know.
Yeah.
Who did you take?
Eagles.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
I didn't
His
even.
quarterback in the NFL is on that team.
Yeah.
That's what my friends tell me.
Yeah, I just told you that they renamed him.
Who,
Truth.
like
His
Scott
first name
Whalen
is
tells you
Truth.
that?
Cowboys fan.
I know he is.
That's why
trying
he's
to be
making
funny.
a dig. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the score Adam picked, by the way?
Move on.
24-21,
I
Eagles.
think the Eagles are going to beat the Bills by a field goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're,
That's it's an LL Cool J song.
Can we
Don't
put-
call it
can
a
we put line
comeback.
through this now? I want to so bad.
no, I want to see if he wins. I want him to talk
Yeah.
about how great the Eagles are.
Oh my God.
You know how
It's
great
gonna go
they're gonna be?
on and on and on.
You have to do it,
That
just
will
like
be
you did the
awesome.
Jags.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
will be awesome.
So we got you the bobble and we got him an Eagles jersey
I
coming.
hope I lose that game this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to change mine to the Eagles just so I can hear
No.
No, he's the only one, which means
Yeah.
he has to say what he saw that no one else did.
Yeah. Expert. What do they
And
call it?
I'm putting them in for a blowout.
Hmm.
3 touchdowns.
Really?
Hey, you guys don't believe it's true, huh?
It's fine, guys.
Yeah, that's a perfect comeback.
I don't believe in Hurts is what I don't believe.
Yeah.
You know what he's gonna do? He's just gonna read all of his text messages from his friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone in chat going off right now? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I can't tell because it's over my face.
So, Pittsburgh -4.5 at the Browns. I picked this because it's always a big rivalry, and I thought, man, Garrett needs how many?
One.
Mm.
And Pittsburgh, and I mean, like,
They're in Cleveland.
I mean,
No, I was just gonna say, can you
Steelers
take
are not-
first for this one? Can you
Steelers
give
are
the-
9-6, right? They are, if they lose, they have to go into the last week of the season winning to get to 10 games, breaking like a 24-year 10-win streak.
So I'm gonna just put it out there because Donnie said it. Do you want to make an exception this week so that he can pick the team that he truly wants
first.
first,
You know, instead of Matt going first,
Instead of us
let him go first.
dictating what he picks?
Good.
Because that's how it felt like the last one went.
Because I know how I'm picking.
I know how I'm picking.
Okay.
And it's not going to
Yeah.
change.
That mine's not changing either.
Yeah, and I feel like the
And mine's gonna be
manipulation has gone way too far.
Strange. So if
Like
he
he's
wants to go,
Do you want to?
do you want to say?
I feel like you
we'll
should.
give you the option. Do you want to go first?
I'll go last.
Okay. So I'm
Okay.
taking the Browns.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this, Dan? What are you doing?
I'm sorry. The reason I'm doing it, I know.
I announced it to you that I was taking the
No, I
Browns.
didn't realize that. So the reason I'm taking the Browns is because, first of all, I think that the loss to the Browns is going to make the next week's game between the Ravens and the Steelers worth so much to that division. If the Browns can pull it off with the team that they have, with Garrett getting a record against Aaron Rodgers, like I don't see the Steelers dictating the game and the Browns just rolling over. I think they're coming into the dog pound, as they call it, and I really see that the Browns are going to compete. I don't know if this is going to be a high-scoring game. I just think the Browns are going to manage to get it done. And I'm going to say it's going to be close. Really close. Like, I'm going 10-9.
Dude, I want to write down 10-9 so bad. I wanted to write it down so bad. I'm not kidding. I'm like 10-9, 10-9.
Yeah, 10-9. I think the Browns are just going to pull it off.
Tony.
You know, if this was scripted,
Oh.
that would be the perfect script, wouldn't it? You know, but I'm glad that it wasn't scripted for the Chargers to win, so that way the big game could be against the Broncos. So I don't believe in scripts. I think that's bullshit. And I said the Pittsburgh Steelers go in there and smack them around. It's going to be 24-17, Pittsburgh.
I already had the P mark down for him.
I guess for me, it's not so much that there's a script as in the weight of this game for the Steelers is more than it is for the Browns.
He took you off the hook.
And the
Rodgers.
Browns can play spoiler. I'm sorry.
They could.
So
They could, but I don't think.
here's
they're
the
gonna.
thing. As of right now, the Browns are guaranteed at least the 5th pick in the draft.
Yeah.
The only thing that in my head I was thinking,
Yeah, they're gonna take a quarterback. I said it earlier. They're taking a.
Yeah.
why would they fucking?
Oh,
take
you
a
know they're
quarterback?
gonna.
Dude, why'd they take three this year?
Because you can't break tradition. Jeez.
Do
This
you
is
know?
the dog
Do you know
pound we're
what
talking
team has
about.
drafted the most quarterbacks since 1989?
The Browns?
The Browns.
Yeah. They're gonna do it again. Keep it going.
Yeah, why would they give up?
So I just think Shador playing, right?
Yeah.
He's healthy. I just want to make sure. I'm asking you,
Matt's checking.
is he healthy? Because didn't he take a hit and then was out for like a play or two?
Hell.com.
right?
At the end of the game. I think so.
Brown's injury report. So Fannin is questionable. Gabriel, no. So yeah, Sanders is
Okay.
not on here.
All right. So I think
They need fans.
it's not close.
Yeah, they need Fannin.
I think it's not close. I think Shador is going to be like, I'm going to whoop their ass and get a lot of Browns fans. That's what I think, right?
That's what his mom thinks.
I'm going to say Browns 24-11.
I love that score,
It's
though.
actually pretty close to what I was going to go.
Is it really?
It's 24-10. 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You taking the Browns?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yep.
Don't even let me off the hook.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
No, so I was going to say, what, you guys don't believe in Tomlin?
Next week will be a better end of season. Everything's on the line, right?
So Fannin's a full go.
All right. Confident in my pick.
I think he'll get a touchdown. I really do.
Me too.
But
You ready for the big one?
drum roll, please.
Can't you roll your R's? I mean, make it interesting. Jeez. Yo, motorboats all around. Welcome to the Balls Deep Game of the Week. Take it away, Dougie.
Well, then we have the little old Chicago Bears going into the mighty 49ers.
Man, this
Go
is the
Bears.
big one.
Niners are 2.5-point favorites. I will say this before we start picking. The Bears have their division won. They can probably, if they would win out, they probably have a shot at having 2 games at home. Because the NFC West is in control of home field advantage.
Another first kind of season for those guys.
Yeah, and like I believed in Caleb Williams last year. I lost $100 in a bet against someone saying that he would be better than Jaden Daniels. I wish that bet was this year because I think I win this year.
Yeah.
Anyhow, if the Niners win out, they are playing, as long as they win, home field all through the Super Bowl, which would be crazy, right? So, a lot on the line here. I got to look. Can you tell me if they were going to announce it if Kittle's out?
I've checked, and it says that he wants to test it out. That's the latest.
So it's going to be
update I've
90
seen.
minutes before game.
He dipping a toe
It sounds like it's going to be like a game time
in the water.
Yeah, so it's going to be like 3 o'clock till we know
Because I was looking at to see if that helps me make a
a decision.
yeah. Because
You know he's going to want to play regardless.
oh yeah,
right?
I mean, that's just the player he is. And I think the thing that I struggle with this game is that the Bears, I believe, lead the league in turnover differential, and that the Bears have managed to win games that everyone thought they shouldn't, because early on it seems like they're struggling, and then that turnover differential is what rears its head, and ultimately they come back and win those games. And I think looking at some of the teams they've played, some of those games that they've won, I can understand, and I even believed in them to win those games, like against the Packers. The problem I have right now is that the 49ers are a team that, despite injury, have won games. I think that they are primed to control their destiny. To them, this means more. Kittle, I think that he will change the face of the game if he's in or out, but I don't think it's enough to say that even if he is out, that they have a disadvantage. I think that the Bears, despite being good, are going to struggle. I think CMC is going to just have a huge day because that's the guy that does. You think about it. The player, the one that makes the difference, Bijan, Henry. There are players that in this league make all the difference, and CMC is going to have a great day. And I I'm not even going to say what I was thinking because I'm not going to put it out there. But CMC will have a good day. The Bears are going to struggle. They might get a turnover, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's going to be too little, too late.
So I'm gonna, before you even go there, I'm going to give you, they are number 1 in the league at plus 21.
Yep.
They have 21 interceptions and 10 fumbles.
Yeah, and they'll probably get a
Right.
pick. I think that Purdy has had moments. So for me, he'll likely have a moment this week, but it's just too much for the Bears to overcome. It might be too little, too late. It'll be close though. I'm going to go with the 49ers 31 to the Bears 27.
Easy for me.
Bears.
No, I want the 49ers to win, so I
Bears.
got to take the Bears.
Yes, thank you.
I have
Thank
to.
God.
Doug's like, thanks, Donnie.
Yeah.
Here's 2 points anyway.
And that's like you can't hate me for that, right?
No.
So I want the 49ers to win. I'm going to take the Bears and I'll sacrifice my 3 points out of love for a very good friend.
That's a friend.
And I'm going to say that the 49ers aren't going to win.
Sounds like a Brock
I'm going to
Purdy,
say this backwards because the 49ers aren't going to win.
Brock
And you're
Purdy
gonna win.
interception late.
I'm not going to get into details because I want them to win.
Okay.
So, but I think it's going to be high scoring, and it's going to be 42 to 28.
Jesus.
No, but I really said that
So much
backwards.
for being a friend.
No, I said that backwards because that's the score that the 49ers are going to get.
Doug's like, I'm insulted now.
Well, you want me to change my pick?
No.
But you
you're
could have said they
you're
lost
good.
by a point.
Well, then,
I know what you're saying. That's
Yeah.
good. I'm okay with it. So, Matt kind of touched on it. I think CMC has he has a monster day here. 75 yards rushing, 80 yards receiving, and 3 touchdowns. I just think it's a monster day for him.
He'll have at least 125 yards.
So,
I remember Doug telling me I was setting up this parlay.
the
and he's
question-
like, yeah, he's going to throw for like 250 yards and all this and that. And everybody else, was supposed to do really well, but unfortunately nobody caught anything and he didn't get any yards because he
he had 197.
got
Stop.
picked off 15
So
times
this
in
is
one game.
This is my concern, right? I think Purdy is going to have a good game, but I think he's going to have 2 interceptions, which scares me.
I agree. He'll have an interception, at least one.
And I hope
I'm
they
not
don't go
picking
back for
against my squad,
touchdowns.
that's for sure. Donnie,
I'm just
you
saying.
did enough. You can stop now.
You're talking about a guy that goes against his own team sometimes so they win.
At other times,
And I've done
Just
it
because.
for 3 points. I've done it for the 3-pointer.
33-23.
The Bears.
Niners.
Oh, okay.
33-23.
It's on the record. Really good.
all right, Adam.
Benny and the Bears.
Here comes the reach around.
So
Is that because of Ben Johnson?
maybe 2 fumbles out of McCaffrey this week.
Mm.
Maybe.
Not a chance. Do you know how many fumbles he has on the season?
Oh, you mean in the exchange?
Yeah, it could happen anywhere.
Doug, honestly, when I was saying the thing I didn't want to say, it was those words because he hasn't, and that's what puts it out there.
That's
2 fumbles out of McCaffrey, 2 picks out of.
That's a very unlikely Adam. You want them to have 4
pick out of
turnovers?
Purdy. Hold on, 1 pick out of Purdy, 1 pick out of Matt Jones.
Why don't you start calling like, all right, so they're gonna have a muff punt.
because
They're
here's
gonna-
the thing. Yeah, because he knows, and he doesn't want to hurt his feelings. But listen, I don't throw swords. I throw hearts at you, and I pick the opposite. But he's not doing that.
You missed what I said there?
What?
No, what?
It's actually going to be 1 interception out of Purdy, 1 interception out of Mac Jones.
I caught it. And you know I caught it because I just glared at you. I didn't say
So
anything.
Bears, 2 touchdowns. We're going to go. Let's go
Do you know-
28-14.
And can I add that CMC just rushes? He runs them
31
over for
seconds.
3 quarters, and then all of a sudden they stop giving him the ball in the 4th quarter
So you know what gets me?
because that's what a good coach does.
The only thing about feeling good about Adam's picks is that they suck all the time.
Yeah, well, he's not right a lot.
Well, I get it. I'm screwed over sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
by reality when it happens.
Yeah, and the elaborate play-by-play call that take 15 minutes, those are the ones he loses.
Just my favorite part is that they never heard what you said, and
Yeah.
I did. And I wanted so bad to reach under the table and
Give it a twist.
punch you in the fucking nuts.
I'm glad I missed it. I'm glad I missed it because, you
Oh
know,
my
I
gosh.
shouldn't be aware of the daggers that he throws.
Wow. So
Was it as bad as MJ?
yeah, I think it's
Not
gonna be a
being the
great
best.
game.
Yeah, honestly, in all
Yeah,
fairness,
but-
the
yeah.
Bears Niners will be a huge game this week.
I just
Yeah.
think the Niners need it more,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
They
saying.
do. Yeah,
right? Because
they can't lose now.
I mean, do the Bears control their own destiny? I don't think it's as much as because there's such a big swing here, right? There's such a big swing there. If they lose today, they'll fall to like 7th or 8th. 7th, right?
Wild card.
7th, yeah.
So if the 49ers lose, they flip. They basically go from the first, which is what the outcome would be if they win, to basically the last in the wild card.
Yeah.
So it means more.
Yeah, Shanahan always pulls these off.
And
This time of year.
that sets up a monster game
This
for
time of year
next
he
week,
does.
right?
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Who's next week?
Oh,
San Francisco, Seattle.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
And that's how they become number
Did they
one.
fall completely out of the playoffs?
No.
So the NFC West is the It's like the opposite,
opposite.
of the AFC, NFC South.
yeah. Almost everyone made it.
Easy.
Whereas
One
almost,
team has to not make it.
almost everyone missed it.
I mean, if the division winner didn't go to the playoffs, the South doesn't send anybody.
Yeah. Well, there was talks 2 weeks ago. You could have a 10-win team not make the playoffs here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's not. It's not going to work out that way now. But
Yeah, that
And always-
division was
Right? You
crazy.
always had the perfect coaching place.
man, it's going to be.
This time of year.
So Doug, I hope for a positive outcome for you
Thank you.
because I really think that it'll be a tough game, but one that they can win.
Who did you pick?
I picked the Niners.
You did. Yeah, out of love, I didn't.
No,
So I
some
wanted
respect to that.
to. I
Oh,
wanted to.
100%.
He wasn't thrilled about the two
Listen,
touchdowns.
you know, I'm a 49er fan for you.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
you know, I do not want the Bears to win this. But I honestly feel like if I pick them, it's
who your favorite team
it's curtains.
Just so you know, I have 2 new favorite teams. Right?
Yeah, and they're
Well,
none of his.
I should say I have.
Are any of them
eight-
his?
No, hold on. I have a new favorite team. A new favorite team outside of my Niners. And you know, rooting for the Broncos anytime that they're playing, as long as it's not against the Niners. And then whoever it is
That plays Atlanta.
that plays Atlanta,
Me too.
I am on their.
Doug, don't worry.
Yeah.
You can flop that decision one day because
Yeah.
someone did because they never picked the Eagles.
You know,
Mm.
if I pick against the Falcons every time, I'm going to win most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
You know, I'll be honest. If they get Willis next year, which we all know they will, I'll root for him again.
I don't know if that's happening, but
There in the universe. Unfortunately, we ran a little long this episode, so we'll have
Unfortunately.
MVPs, Rookie of the Year. We'll have to do those discussions.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So we'll try to get through the games of the week a little quicker for you guys. And Donnie,
go Niners.